this. But I've been on Twitter, otherwise known as X, and I've seen Reno Omokri's posts. It's like Reno Omokri has not minced words with his hatred for Peter Obi and perhaps by extension, Igbo presidency. It appears the only thing Reno Omokri is built for is to antagonize Peter Obi on social media. Well, that is not the reason why I'm here, but I just want to teach Reno Omokri a few things about the dollar. First and foremost, this Tinubu government came and met the dollar at, is it
800
naira, exchanging for the dollar. And the moment Tinubu said subsidy was gone and started floating the naira, the dollar jumped up to an all-time high of 1,900. Now, I see Reno Omokri always coming on social media asking Nigeria to celebrate a rise in the value of the naira. I think right now
1,470.
I should have called my bookie guy, because even all this social media value, all this social media rate, I don't trust it. But let's work with the social media rate, 1,400 plus, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing that the government of the day is fooling Nigerians. You see, the only way your currency can appreciate against another currency is if you create value. Pure and simple. This is basic economics 101. You don't need any advanced mentality to appreciate what I'm about to tell you. It's when you create value. Now, what the government is doing right now, Mr. Omokri, is not that the naira on its own is appreciating based on economic forces of demand and supply. What the government is doing is using money to cushion the effect of the rise of the naira. Nigeria, as it is right now, basically is an importing country. We are a buying country. So when you buy, you chase after the good. In international economics, when you buy, you don't have the money. Let's say I'm going to buy something from America today. Let's use the dollar as a, since it is the dollar we are talking about. Let's say I am an importer. I don't have the dollar. I have about 4 billion naira in my account, and I want to import something from America. Of course, America is not going to accept my money because the Nigerian naira is not a legal tender in America. Even though I know that if I carry the American dollar and give somebody, say, if I give you dollar, you go accept, I mean, go accept that. So, because of the strength of the dollar. So, but let's say in a normal climb, the dollar is also not a legal tender here. But because you are the one buying, the one selling has a chance to tell you, okay, if I'm going to accept your naira, this is the amount of naira I'm going to accept for my dollar. It's as simple as that. You are the one chasing for the value of commodity in America. So the American seller will tell you what he feels or what quantity of your naira he feels that you exchange for his dollar. It's as simple as that. So when today you come and you see that from 1,009 it came down to 1,005 naira appreciated by 300 and something today. Mr. Tinubu, I think it's time you recognized Reno Omokri. I think all this thing is doing is for you to give him an appointment. I don't know why it's taking so long. The guy has really tried. He has abused Peter Obi. He has done so many things against Peter Obi. So I think it's time you recognized him so that you give him a position, an appointment in your government. Reno Omokri danced one old school some time ago. I'm waiting till the day I will respond. I will reply that dance. Make Reno Omokri no say, not be say he's a big dance. I think we're about the same age with him, if I'm not older than him. So I go dance in my own dance, but time never reach. I go dance my own. Because you see, providence has never supported evil. Evil might take some time to exist, but eventually good catches up and good will reign. Those forces that have decided to write the history of Nigeria in bad ink will eventually destroy themselves. History has taught me that perpetrators of evil who can't be stopped by the handiwork of good will eventually destroy themselves by their own hand. That's exactly what's going to happen. Here is a country where somebody stole a popular mandate. Although some people argue that, how do you know, a competent law of court, the law of the land declared it. In fact, if this is the country a person like Reno Omokri describes as a country he prefers, if this is a country whereby because of your hatred for a certain tribe, for a certain people, you feel that the country should go this way, rather than getting the best, and our department of governance are governed by thieves and crooks, in your own assessment, the Senate as it is today, is it the Senate that should be a Senate that anybody should dream of? Where you see just like a group of thieves coming to say, okay, it's time to write a budget. How much is in it for us? Let us pad and get our own. When what they get for themselves is over half the budget that is going to spend, that they're going to that will be spent for 200 million Nigerians. You see, I feel sorry for Reno Omokri. Truly. I hold nothing against you as a person, but I feel bad because you are my brother from Delta. You are an Isoko man, right? So I feel bad that you dey carry last, and this is not the intellectual make of people from Delta State. This is not the type of intellectual make. That's why till tomorrow, people like what's his name, Festus Keyamo, I keep wondering, because I thought that us from that region, we have some sort of intellectual uniqueness that classify us more differently from people who just, you know, delve with sentiments and emotion into political intrigues of Nigeria. I am not like that. I try to look at issues based on the best for all. I am not bothered if it's a Muslim that is ruling this country. I'm not bothered if it's a Yoruba or a Fulani or anybody. But the truth is that where injustices reign, I definitely am not happy. If Nigeria has settled that an Igbo man will not be president, so much so that when an Igbo presidential aspirant loses an election, then somebody like Reno Omokri will take to the social media and does his breakdance. It's funny that the same man comes on social media and celebrates dollar that just crashed, maybe a few naira, when you forgot where we started. It's just like you are hale and healthy. Somebody came and used a stick and broke your leg. Then they take you to one local bone repair. He manages to fix your leg. Then 3 days after, you are still limping, but you say at least it's better small now. But the truth is that is not where I met it. You cannot deliberately crash the naira and then reprieve the naira by some few amount and then say we should clap for you. You're trying to make us forget where you started. Bring the naira to at least 800. Bring the dollar to at least 800 naira. Then we say, okay, you have tried. Besides, Reno Omokri, you are not living in Nigeria, so you don't know what is happening. The naira is appreciating, fine. How about the consequences of the products of goods in the Nigerian market that have refused to reflect the fall of the dollar? A bag of rice that is sold for 84,000 is still 85,000 naira. Fuel that was the fuel subsidy that was reduced, that resulted to fuel being sold at 650 naira in filling station, is still 700 naira, 710 naira, 800 naira in some places. So if you are celebrating the fall of the dollar and the rise of the naira, why am I not seeing you celebrating the fall in the price of commodities in Nigeria? Clearly, you either don't know anything about basic economics, or your sentiments and hatred for a certain group of people is blinding you to face the reality of the economic modalities and intrigues or peculiarities of Nigeria. If the naira is appreciating, it should immediately reflect on the prices of commodities. The price of commodities have since remained the same or even getting worse. Yet you come on social media every day celebrating a few crumbs of naira that has crumbed up from the dollars. Please, even if our naira appreciates to 500 naira, it is still not enough for me to clap. Don't tell me that we should celebrate little things. I can't celebrate little things. If you destroy something to a certain place, you should at least bring it back to where you met it. Then anything you appreciate, anything you realize from 800 naira down, let's say from 800 you get to 750 or to 600, then we appreciate you. But you can't crash the naira to 1009 from 700, adding 1100 more than where you met it. Then you appreciate a few 300 naira, still not meeting where you destroyed it from, and then you want me to clap for you. That ain't gonna happen. So Mr. Reno Omokri, I promise you a breakdown rematch when the time comes. You go see, say you know sabi dance at all. My name is Magnus Oraka. I say please follow this page and share this post now.